Here we have a typical American armchair warrior who would be incapable of providing any semblance of protection beyond perhaps a half-eaten pork chop. Mr. Tubby here says he has watched a couple videos surrounding the exposé Nick Shirley provided concerning the numerous daycare centers in Minnesota and senior hospice centers in Los Angeles, and finds it strange that he is demanding to see the children that are enrolled in this daycare. Bear in mind, he is not asking about just random children, but specifically the children listed as and being paid by the state for daycare service at this location. I note that Mr. Overstuffed Armchair here certainly hasn't gotten off of his fat ass to look into any of the fraud taking place, but he claims that there are other ways of handling things with regard to people appearing at the door of a business asking about the clients they are supposed to be taking care of during the day. He is, I believe, attempting to put forth a false bravado related to some kind of violent act to be perpetrated against Nick Shirley, which, in many states, is actually a crime. I think maybe this guy needs to be checked out for nefarious goings-on with children. He certainly looks the type to be enticing little kids with candy from a nondescript van down by the river. Anyway, I think this guy is not only wrong with his stupid overview of a very serious and complicated situation, and, as with most armchair warriors, provides no concrete approach to doing away with the massive fraud these organizations have done. I think that in short order, this overconfident and overweight blubbermouth will probably want to find a deep hole to hide in, because I'd imagine the ridicule is going to rain down on him like a monsoon.
I've been seeing a few videos on here about the whole Nick Shirley thing. You know, the guy who was investigating fraud in Minnesota and basically trying to break into daycare centers, going up to the doors and saying, "Where are the children? Where are the children?" For those of you out there who might be tempted to defend Nick Shirley, I just want to make sure that you're clear on one thing, because I know everybody else has dealt with everything else, like, you know, probably should have called the police, you know, because, you know, some creepy strangers going up the doors demanding to see children. Yeah, I just want to make sure we're absolutely clear. Nick Shirley shows up to a fucking daycare center where any children associated with my family are, then he would have to consider himself extremely lucky if the only thing I do is call the police. Because there are other options. Now, why would I call the police if some creepy dude showed up to daycare center demanding to see children? That's paperwork. That's witnesses. And I guarantee you nobody knew they were there to begin with, so I'll take care of it. Silly Billy. Silly Billy. Silly Billy.